Caleb Merritt back deep, but a kicker, Buck Buchanan with a big leg. Usually teams don't get a chance to return against Colorado, and that's going to be the case here as this game gets started with the touchback. So the Wyoming offense yard on first down for the Cowboys. Anderson pressure was picked up and he throws incomplete, knocked away. Trying to hit his top target, Chris Durr Jr. To Kalen Taylor, back deep to receive for Colorado. Kind of an end-over-end punt. And no fair catch and a muff. Taylor gets on the ball. Here comes a penalty flag. There was a hit after he stood up. Taylor almost gave it up. We'll see who the penalty's on. And their quarterback, Caden Salter, was benched for last week's game. Back as the starter. He's going to take off and run. And that's what he does so well. Caden Salter across midfield on 3rd and long converts, a gain of 17.
And the level of play Coach Sanders wants to see has not been there.
Pressure picked up. Salter, though, is going backwards. Really going backwards now. Trying to buy some more time. Salter is going to go down and take a big loss.
Travis Hunter, but this is a better football team than the team last year that won 9 games. We've yet to see that.
They have a lot of talent on this roster, and that's a nice play into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
25 season.
On 3rd and 5, they're handed the ball off, and Colorado was ready for that. Stopped a good 2.5 yards short. So 2nd down and 6. Salter rolling right, throwing on the move. Man, that was a nice delivery to Omarion Miller.
Hasn't been much for Colorado.
There's definitely been an intention to run the ball. Salter keeps. That looked like a designed quarterback run, and he gets to the spot. Shotgun snap. Salter again with lots of time across the middle, and that was a good delivery right to the 30.
Caden Salter needs to be smart with the football here. He has a field goal in his back pocket.
Pressured, going to the end zone. Miller caught at the back of the end zone. Touchdown. .29 yards in Colorado. First points of this game early in the 2nd quarter.
This offense needed to get going. Excellent job by this offensive line picking up pressure. Caden Salter giving his wide receiver Miller a chance on the field. Great job adjusting to the football.
Field on 2nd down and very long. And Harris, a nice run out into the open. Harris to midfield. Harris is going to try to cut it back inside. He gets inside the 35-yard line. Finally, DJ McKinney gets him to the ground. That's 51 yards.
Very first play is in for the injured Geiger. Look at the left side of your screen, 71, getting that late block. And that's really what springs Harris for the explosive run. Excellent job.
Receiver in motion on 2nd down. They'll throw it to Scott out of the backfield. He turns it upfield, lowers his shoulders, and gets inside the 10. DJ McKinney, well, now maybe we're a little closer to even. Field goal try is up and good from 28 yards out. So a nice long drive that the Cowboys desperately needed. Oh, boy.
That'll be fun.
2nd down for Colorado. Caden Salter and the offense back on the field. Little swing pass left side and a nice turn upfield by Micah Welch.
3rd down for Colorado. Wyoming showing pressure.
Then they back off and rush 4. Salter flushed out to the right, trying to point downfield. Bought time and a perfect pass to Sincere Brown, who's going to go all the way for a touchdown. Now that was a big-time play from the quarterback, Caden Salter. 68 yards gained into a long touchdown.
Yeah, just what a play by Sincere Brown. You just said it, Flem. A couple Cowboys had the angles, but Brown hit the after boosters. And we got 14-3 here in Boulder. Tonight. That's going to be a good one, though, Monday night with the Lions, Ravens, 2 teams playing really good football right now.
Maybe Brock Osweiler will show up on the Peyton and Eli cast sometime this year. Traylon Miller with a nice catch. Did not mince words about it. If we don't see it from him, somebody else is going to be out there. Salter across the middle, and that's another nice delivery. Hakeem Williams.
Tough one to pick up.
Blitz comes for Wyoming. Salter's going to throw toward the end zone. Miller jump ball knocked away. Penalty flag thrown. Omarion Miller, the intended target.
I don't like that call.
That's interference. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Huge break for the Buffalo.
Instead, now it's 1st and 10. Play fake across the middle. What a catch by Miller. And he spins away. Still going inside the 5 all the way down. Looks like to the 1-yard line.
By Salter off the play action.
Quick tempo. Handoff. Goal line. Touchdown. Simeon Price gets in. Two really important players for a Wyoming team that doesn't have a ton of big-time weapons on offense. And now playing from behind, wide open across the middle. One of those tight ends, and what a move. Forget what I said about no weapons. That's Evan Svoboda, who last year was the starting quarterback.
Svoboda just gets lost in the coverage by Colorado. There's nobody on him. And you see Anderson working all the way left back to his right out here tonight.
He did not look great going to the sideline. Play fake. Salter now is going to improvise. And there goes Caden Salter. He'll take a hit and break a tackle across midfield. Finally go out of bounds in Wyoming territory. Really negative play. Instead, 20-yard gain for Salter. Looking downfield again. Going deep. End zone in traffic. And caught! Touchdown! Joseph Williams. It barely took a minute.
Run a streak route right down the middle of the field. Nothing flashy here, but he catches that Wyoming middle field safety flat-footed. And what a throw.
They had 80 yards in the second half against Houston the whole half. They almost got 80 on the first drive of this half against Wyoming.
So initially, the referee threw the flag for roughing the passer, which was correct. Replay added the targeting, which was a launching to the helmet area, unnecessary hit. And unfortunately, he'll be disqualified for this rest of this game and first half of next game.
All right, Jerry, thanks. Meanwhile, well, that changes things a little bit, doesn't it?
And that's all Wyoming needed to get into the end zone.
Wyoming has had 2 big plays, one in the run game. This is their first big play in the pass game.
And it was huge. Caden Anderson desperately needed it. He's been bottled up all night. Gave him a lot of praise when we talked to them this week.
You don't take the Greg McElroy quarterback chair at Southlake if you don't have some talent.
That's right.
Kick return here, and around the corner, the speedy freshman all the way to the 40, and then how about that cut back inside? Wow. Concerned about really giving the Cowboys some real life. Greaves, who's done an excellent job punting. That one is going to bounce, and what a bounce. Wow. You cannot execute it any better than that. What a punt down. Handoff, and a nice hole right side. Now, this young freshman can run the rock. He is going to be a good one, I think, in this game. Play fake to Harris. Anderson's going to throw down the seam, and that's caught in stride and all the way out to midfield. Chris Durr Jr. So he'll take the direct snap, play fake it, run right side. No problem on that one. That looked pretty powerful. First down and more, Wyoming.
Just a critical error.
Eric Sandvik, the place kicker. Kick is up and right down the middle from 37 yards out. It is good. We got a kid playing at Campbell. So he can go.
He can run.
Now a little swing pass over to the left side and a nice burst upfield. That's Hakeem Williams, the Florida State transfer. And off in a big hole. And a big run, a broken tackle inside the 20, and the ball pops out. And Wyoming comes up with it. So Welch, who was stripped from behind after a big run down the field. It looked like it was Miller.
Individual effort by Miller to come all the way across the field and punch that football out. Unbelievable play. That's just pure hustle.
Great play to force the turnover.
Right here in the slot, he's had a really nice second half for Wyoming.
from the end zone. Anderson takes a hit and goes down. And Colorado gets the safety on the sack from Arden Walker.
10 seconds every play before they snap it.
Hard to blame them. Play fake and a throw. That pass completed. And then the spin move. Penalty flag thrown. What a tough run after catch. Terrell Timmons Jr. Good snap and hold it. The kick was blocked. Wyoming blocks another kick.
It's the third field goal that they have blocked this season. You got to go.
Handoff, big hole. Harris cuts it back middle. Toad Harris took a big hit into Colorado territory, so got that penalty yardage back. Sam Scott into Colorado territory. Wyoming setting up a screen. They set it up nicely, and Scott out into the open, still on his feet inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line. Gun, Colorado showing pressure, and they'll hand it off to Harris, who sneaks through. Harris inside the 10. Turned into an excellent play call with the pressure coming. First and goal, Wyoming.
A little bit of reverse psychology here on 3rd and goal.
They rushed 5. It was picked up and into traffic. That pass was caught. Wow. How many bodies were in the neighborhood, and somehow the ball got through to Chris Durr. After all that, Wyoming gets it in the end zone.
Like you said, Flem, there are a lot of bodies in that area. Great concentration by Durr to bring in that football for his offense. But no urgency right now.
Only offensive points for Colorado since halftime were a minute into the half. And now a nice, tough power run from Dallin Hayden.
The team that was talked about to be in the national title run this year. You know,
super experienced. Yeah. Salter out into the open. Caden Salter is going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Inspired by Ralphie.
Yeah, they have their guy. See the defensive end just crashing down, and Salter makes a perfect read. And like I said, Wyoming was selling out to stop the run. They're in man coverage. There's no one there to account for Salter. And this gets special. This is the version of Caden Salter Deion Sanders expected to get when he brought him here.
Sims kept it, and he goes down. Got stopped well short. Colorado defenders still playing hard here in the final minute. Big game with BYU here next Saturday night. That will likely be the final play of the game. Indeed it is. Now, Wyoming looks frustrated. Caden Salter, that's the biggest smile he's had since coming to Boulder.
What a sigh of relief for that man. Came here to be the starting quarterback after a game and a quarter, essentially was benched. Didn't know if he would see the field again this season. Won back the job in practice this week and put on an outstanding performance tonight against Wyoming.
You want this, you got that. No way.